Welcome to Social Bell. I'm Josh.
And I'm Brad, and today we have a very special guest with us. We have Amy Levin from CollegeFashionista with us. Thank you very much for joining us, Amy.
Thank you for having me. Excited
Welcome,
to be
Amy.
here.
Absolutely. So just to kick things right off, what is it about CollegeFashionista? How did you come up with the idea? How did you concept it, start it?
Yeah, CollegeFashionista started out of boredom in Bloomington, Indiana. It was my senior year of college. Wasn't really sure what I was going to do when I graduated, and I started just documenting fashion happening on the streets of Indiana University. One thing led to next, and friends at other Big Ten schools were like, hey, we also see like a cool kid going to chem, or, you know, we saw a great person on our campus. And so I decided to take the idea just from Indiana to 5 of the Big Ten campuses. And here we are 5 years later at over 550 schools.
Well, I'm amazed there's fashion in Indiana.
Oh, very. Bloomington is very surprisingly cool.
So Amy, here at Nasdaq, we're all about ambition. So we want to know what ignites your ambition every day.
That's a great question. There's so many different things that excite me about the business, and having, you know, run it for 5 years now, like each year I'd say there's something different that motivates me and wants me to continue to have it to grow. At this current point, it's seeing the impact that our site has on our contributors, which we call style gurus, and the jobs that they land from interning and being a part of our network. And most recently, someone landed a job at Vogue, and someone landed a job at Barney's. And I think that's what gets me up every morning to say, listen, this is more than just employing people, you know, in New York City, and it's more than just touching college students. It's actually helping people get jobs. And that's really what excites me, and I hope it continues to grow. Contributors from our site continue to get these amazing opportunities.
That's
awesome.
so great. Your
Yeah.
site is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So you mentioned some of your contributors and really matching them up and
Yeah.
pairing them with some of the great brands that are out there. What role would you say that social media plays with kind of pairing those contributors and hearing from them and getting those different voices and feels and opinions and styles and curating them all to make them relevant to your platforms and what you're pushing out?
So our site couldn't exist without social media. Our brand lives on social media. Outside of the CollegeFashionista handles, we have 1,500 to 3,000 contributors during one given semester, and they all have their own Instagram, their own Twitter, their own Facebook, their own Snapchat, and they are what drive the traffic and the awareness back to our site. And so social media is everything for us. We live and breathe it. And for our contributors who graduate and enter the world of, you know, the fashion industry, a lot of times what the potential employers will ask for is, I want to see their Instagram. I want to see how they're curating their Pinterest. We're in such a visual, creative industry that's really almost speaks a little bit more than your resume in some sense. Because if you're going to go into a creative space, you need to have that eye for it. So we instruct our students, like, building a brand on social media is so important for your potential career if you want to enter the fashion industry.
Definitely. It makes perfect sense as a creative professional. I think it's like,
Yeah.
it is the new resume.
It's, you know, it's what I look at when we're gonna even hire an intern. Like, let me see their resume, let's see what they're up to. And I think it puts, like, I don't know if you guys think back to when you were in college, like some of the things you did, you wouldn't want them on social media. And I think students almost are a little bit more professional and grow up a little bit more because everything is so exposed and because everything they do is out there. And I can see that they're being mindful of that from a younger age and when maybe we would have thought when we were 18 what we were doing.
Right. No, maybe they're learning lessons earlier than we did.
Right.
So Amy, how do you work with brand partners?
So everything is pretty custom and integrated with all of our various brand partners. We've had the opportunity to work with great people, anyone from American Eagle to Amazon Fashion, who is one of our really strong partners. Last fall for back to school, they really wanted to talk about denim and have a large conversation with college students. So we partnered 30 of our different students at 30 different campuses to all talk about how they wear denim at their school. And then Amazon Fashion built a microsite that each day you can go and see a different student giving her advice on how to wear denim. And it went viral. I mean, there was a ton of social media chatter around it. The images were beautiful. The students were excited to be featured on Amazon Fashion. And there were a lot of other moving parts. And so we're looking forward to partnering with them again for back to school in a bigger way. But you know, brands come to us because they want to reach the college demo, and we're able to do it in a way that no one else can really do.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
a great partnership to have.
Yeah.
Great partnership.
So how would you? I need to know how would
Yeah,
you?
how
grade
do
I
you
already
rate
commented on the skinny tie.
Okay,
I
all
love
right.
that.
That's my tie.
Josh always wins on the skinny tie.
know-
Lots of skinny ties.
Yeah.
What's really interesting for me to see over the past 5 years is how much college guys are caring about what they're wearing more than 5 years ago. Like, we do a whole column dedicated to guys where, like, guys of all different majors, not just fashion, are like into what they're wearing. They care about how they're putting together their looks, and that's always really interesting to me. And it's cool because, like, it used to be guys would wear sweatpants to class, and now they're like more self-conscious about how they look, and they want to be cool. So
So does that mean you're launching College Fashion Mister?
we have a ton of guys who write for our site and a ton of
Wow,
Mal
okay.
content, so we're definitely expanding into more of that. But I think that's an interesting surprise that I've noticed, and I personally love men's fashion more than women's fashion, so I'm very excited about the cool guys that we're seeing on our site and contributing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but you guys look great.
Thank you.
Well, this was a great segment. Thank you very much for coming through. This
Thank
has
you
been
for
awesome.
having me.
Thank you for coming. Such a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Well, from all of us at Social Bell, thank you, Amy, for joining us, and have a great day.
Thanks.
Thanks.